Okay, the recording is in progress and on Insta too. We are live. So today's topic is very interesting. Uh, somebody wrote about uh, satia- sa- satiation, satiation of possibilities, and I was like, "What is this?" And first reaction was, "No, I can't talk on it." And then it, like we do, we ask questions and it was like, go for it, challenge. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I even understand what it is. You will help me with this. People like Nippy and others who are learned, educate more degrees. Please do add your bit into it and stop me when if it is not what it is supposed to be. So the topic is satiation of possibilities. Am I pronouncing it right, Nipi? Okay, thank you. And first, I wrote the wrong spellings. In the first poster that we sent, I wrote exactly what Sandy Pan had written, and then somebody pointed out, no, I think I was looking for the word, the original where it came from. I thought, let me read a little. And I saw that the spellings were not S, but it was a T. So all the DJCCs and all the PES juniors that we function from, in any area or every area of our life, would you be willing to destroy an uncareer? Right, wrong, good, bad, awkward, all 100 shots, boys, bads, cases, patients, and beyond. So my question to you guys is, are you satisfied to full, satiated or whatever with possibility? What comes up? Anything? What do we
So,
know? Go for it. Go for it.
like Gary gives an example somewhere of having a McDonald burger and a fine dine.
Yeah.
So, I would say, there is upgradation to fine dine now rather than just filling your hunger with whatever types. So
Is it upgrading or it is recognizing who you are?
truly, actually, that's lovely. I think that's a very good start of the call. Or is it? I mean, why have even vanity or pride there? It's just what you are.
That's what you
It's-
are. And
yeah,
everywhere you've been following this reality of how I shouldn't be spending money. Money is more important than you. You are nowhere in the equation and you're a spendthrift and you're bad and you don't save and everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and unpaid it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pick, awkward, all 100 shots, boys, provides basis, patience, and beyonds. What do we know? What do we know of infinite possibilities that none of us know, or none of us even bothered to know? What are we, I can say for myself, what am I becoming aware of in every now moment of the possibilities that are available? And what if I was always in question and not in conclusions? And like you said, Nippy, it's an awareness and trusting your awareness and making choices. That, oh my God, I don't want to go to McDonald's. So, what question do we need to be? What question do we need to ask? Now, satiation is, for some of you who are like me, were confused about what it means. It was like satisfied, um, gratification, like you're full up, like you done, like there is you from where you're functioning from recognize that there is nothing more. This is it. Is that true? An infinite being who has infinite choice, infinite possibilities would be satisfied for what reason? I have shared many a times I'm not satisfied. My word is satisfaction is not in my dictionary because I know there is more possible. And yet I am satisfied. Yet I am grateful. Yet I am where I am. And recognizing that, wow, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? And top it all, you guys are humanoids who are always looking for something beyond where you are. And we are not here talking about just food. Actually, this word probably is used more for food or material possessions. It can also, I think, apply to experience, uh, even uh, even the feeling of being in a particular place or situation. So, are you still motivated to go beyond, to create more, to look for more when something is available constantly or repeatedly something is available to you? The novelty fades, right? The things become less valuable. After the first bar class or first session, I have seen there is an excitement and motivation to share with everyone, to desire more for some. How many of you gave up choosing more after your first bars class? For me, there was nothing that could stop me. 3 bar class, foundation, money is not a problem, facelift a body process in 10 days, and by the end of the month, I was a bars facilitator. How many of you choose for you? Don't you dare say I had money. I didn't. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it. And something, everybody knows my story, and I won't waste my time, your time, telling you that story. But I'm glad I chose it. Choice creates. You must have heard this from many other facilitators, from access calls you'll be listening to, and from me. People, all of you know that choice creates. But that choice that you need to choose is what keeps you, that that mind running in, that tape running in your head keeps you from choosing. The initial excitement diminishes. It becomes less valuable because we think this is it, bars is it, or any other. I'm taking a bars example, but it could be anything else. And then now we are looking for results. We don't ask questions. We repeatedly running that tape in our head, expose ourselves to and buy that, and it loses its charm. And access was not like that for me. Access was something that is always access is something that is always changing. Like we do, like everything else does, like the nature does. Even if you realize it, or even if you know it, or even if you haven't acknowledged it, it is changing. If I didn't have new possibilities showing up every moment, every day, probably I would have lost the initial motivation, power, and appeal for it. There was never a stage when I was like, there was like a fulfillment कि हो गया अब और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, satisfaction, satiated, whatever you, saturation never came. There's an energy that we allow ourselves to be during that satiation phase of anything that you repeatedly keep choosing. Like addiction, any addiction. Let's call it addiction. Eating, drinking, shopping, gossiping, or whatever is that for you. And we will not allow ourselves to be otherwise. How long does that satiation last? That satisfaction being fulfilled by your desires. The rest of the time, you are not actually present. You believe you are that. And when you start believing that you are that, you start finding yourself in that. You think you are just, how many times you've said, I'm just human. I have no choice. This is all I have, and I have to live by. How many times, how many of you misidentified that you are only when you are you only when you are in that intensity or that addiction or that. At one point of time, I thought I was addicted to access. No. Then I recognized it's not. How many of you have a big wish list still? We make wish lists because we believe they won't actualize. Do you believe that people with a lot of money have wish lists? No. I think I have mentioned that many a times. I'm glad I kept at it. I'm glad I kept choosing more of access. I was intrigued. The novelty remained. My life started to change. My financial reality changed like no man's business. I was creating continuously a life I knew was possible. You all know that there's something more possible. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It doesn't at this moment seem that there's anything that I cannot afford. I may choose to have it, I may not choose to have it, but there's nothing that it comes to me, oh, मेरे को ये नहीं, मैं नहीं ले सकती. हाँ, of course, हवाई जहाज नहीं ले सकती. At this
क्योंकि
moment, because I don't even think of it. The moment I think of it, maybe I will be able to have it.
हाँ,
So what do you, sorry, go for it.
मैं जोक करने लगी थी, मैंने कहा इसलिए नहीं ले सकते क्योंकि आपने हेलीपैड बनाया ही नहीं है।
Bilkul, because I don't have the infrastructure, because I don't think that I can have it. Hi, Indrapal. Lovely to see you. Thank you. So, are you creating a life continuously that you know is possible? But initially, I remember I enjoyed the pleasure of buying things. Oh my God, I went to US the first time and I went crazy. I had to buy a suitcase, a full, big, huge suitcase I bought, which I've not used after that. It's really huge. And I filled it up with gifts and things for my children. And eventually, I've actually reached a point where it's okay. I can have it, not so much a joy in buying stuff. We talk about indulgence in access. I have talked about that. When you are like feeling angry, indulge in it. When you are um, happy, indulge in it. Indulge in shopping, indulge in. Then there is this satiation point that comes that you don't require to do it anymore. Same with eating. I knew even before access. I remember I've shared it also here. I remember taking my children to a parlor. They say, ice cream honey, ice cream honey, ice cream honey. So one day I decided, okay, fine, let's go to the parlor for lunch. And I told them to have any amount they wanted to have, whichever flavor they wanted to have, and let them indulge. And they've never asked me, I mean, now of course they're too big. They've never asked me again ever. It was always lying in the fridge, but there's that hunger. Things are lying there, but that you want more, 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 because there is a space, there's a need. And also, I remember when there used to be gifts coming in, my sister would get lots of chocolates and sweets and a big bag of only chocolates and sweets and things like that. And she would come and tell them, little ones they were, she'd tell them to sit on the bed and pour it over them. And everybody would tell me, इसको रख दो सारे नहीं खाएंगे दांत खराब करेंगे ये करेंगे वो करेंगे and I would tell them you have to divide this in three, one is my part and two are yours and you do whatever you want to do with it. You want to finish it just today sitting there, do it. You want to keep it for you, you do it. My son would not have it. Ina would have the whole lot and then she would want his also, but that's okay. You get over it. I wanted to go to US the first time and I got over it because I talked to everybody and I sent emails to everybody and I got such a beautiful response from them. Come, 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 come. And I think I was done. That's why they say access. They say that when you have a class, you don't start planning and don't start teaching and don't start doing that because then they will walk off. Oh, Nippy has a class today. All the best, Nippy.
Thank you, Kamal.
When we have so much of everything, it doesn't motivate us anymore and won't be an effective reinforcement. I personally am a firm believer that children should be allowed to choose home from their awareness. It is empowering them, like we in Access do, not tell you to do, how to do, when to do. We are like, do what you do best, do it for you. In this reality, we see we are best at finding out what other people need and deliver because we think we know best. And satiation can affect behavior also of people. If a child is constantly given their favorite treat, they might be less motivated to work to earn it. How many times your repeated words actually lose their meaning. How many times you listen to people who are just telling you again the same thing again and again and again? They go over your head. You do They just pass you without you even recognizing it. That point of satiation in which there is decrease in satisfaction for everything that is always available. And I'm not saying it's wrong, guys. Don't take me wrong. It's just is. It's not wrong. It's not right. It's just what is. You need to be aware of it, where you are functioning from. And when you have all these in access, I have a question for you. Does it necessarily lead you to more happiness or well-being? Gary often talks about uh, when you start to eat any meal, the first morsel is orgasmic. He says 3 bites of everything is enough for you. We know the first chapati that you eat or the first bite that you take is like that, and then you after in middle of the food you feel, you go into should I finish this or should I leave it? You will eat it because you shouldn't be leaving anything, but most of you would leave it because you're done. I so often say, what would it take for me to never get complacent? Life is not about completion, contentment. Life is about what else? What else? Nowhere I want to complete my, that's why we say have a living, not a life. You decided to have a life when I have this education, when I have my house, when I have married, when I have children, when I have cars standing in front of my house, and then the life is done. No, life is about living. So what would it take for us to be always in question? What question do I need to be? What question do I need to ask? Real choice is awareness that everything is available to us if we are willing to actually receive it. Everything is available to us. Everything. There's nothing that you cannot have, and there's nothing that you cannot ask for. People ask me, aren't you scared living in a place like this? As long as the birds are still singing and the peacocks are flying to and fro. No, birds have no yesterday reality. They actually are such a contribution to me to live my life fully. It's all about being aware of what choice I have in every now and then. Every animals and birds are aware and will inform me whenever whatever is required because they have sense. They sense the earth, they sense the atmosphere, they sense the environment. They don't cut off any of their environment. We do. They highlight their awareness in order to create. They create from now and they create the future by choosing now. Every choice that you're choosing now is creating your future. You have to be present to everything you do because it is creating your future. Those four questions are amazing. And then ask, what is it that I want to create here? There is nothing wrong or there's nothing right. There's no wrongness in being saturated. There's no wrongness of being asking for more. Everywhere you've lived in a reality where everybody's been telling you to be satisfied. I was blamed for never being satisfied. And I'm okay. Blame me as much as you want to. I'm not satisfied. I know there's more available. Everything becomes easier if you function from question. And don't ever, I used to say, oh, everybody is fine, nice, and the कल अच्छा निकल गया तो आज भी अच्छा निकल जाएगा. Sit there and ask for, it can happen. But what is your contribution? You want to be aware today. It may take a different turn. And if it does take a different turn and you have that point of view that everything will be okay, is it going to be easy for you then? Please do not function from fixed point of views. It's amazing. We all are aware beings. We have the awareness other living beings have, but we turn off awareness because there is so much of traffic jam here. There's so much of going on here that you shut yourself up from what you know. Our bodies are always giving us awareness. Instead of going to question, we always go to conclusion. You have always been aware of greater possibilities in life. Everywhere you're functioning from, I have to get it right, the right way, be the right person, choose the right thing. Wow. The more we function from there, the less of us and less possibilities are available to us. It's kind of weird and sad. What is truly possible? There's a beautiful question to ask in the morning. What are the infinite possibilities that I am not choosing? What could I choose today? What would be fun for me to choose? Thank you, Meet. Thank you for showing up. So, what do? You say, I've got only this choice, and you sometimes don't even ask for your desires to show up. You are not willing to, most of us are not willing to go beyond. Truth, honestly. How many of you live from, I only like this color, I only like this food, I can only choose from these four things, I don't have choice. Hi, Param.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How many are still going into this is all I can choose? I would love for you to look at not satiation of possibilities, but infinite choice and infinite possibilities. Because that alone creates a space where you begin to see there's so much more available where, that we don't ever choose. We spend our entire life based on choosing on availability. If you come to know that everything is available, what would you choose? What if everything was available to us? at all times, and all we had to do was to choose. What if that easy and what if that was true for you? What's really possible that you have not really considered? Ask on daily basis. And then you will recognize and things will show up that, oh my God, here I have not, I've got infinite choice, but I haven't chosen. I've got infinite possibilities, but I am. And what are the reason and justification you have for not choosing those? Write them down. You have given yourself a very limited menu of possibilities. Not much fun, right? How much fun can you have with what else is possible? Boring like going to McDonald's every freaking day. Ask, well, what are my choices? What if there was an infinite array of choice available to you? What could you choose that you are currently not choosing? You know, you guys are humanoids. I don't have to tell you what humanoid is because you're all in access. So if you're always made wrong for finishing your work faster than the others, and others around you feel they are slow and you make yourself wrong for that, you're not wrong, my friend. You're just humanoid. If you're feeling bad for leaving people behind, it's because you can't catch, if they can't catch up with you. They can't catch up with your efficiency. You're not wrong, my love. You are humanoid. Do you perceive things faster and know things faster than people? Do you see things that people don't see? You are a humanoid. If you're like done before time, when you finish your paper much before time, you're a humanoid. If you have left jobs, if you can't be at the same job doing the same thing and you get bored with things in a week, you are a humanoid. Maybe it's time for you to acknowledge that right now. You've never acknowledged you made yourself wrong for those things. I made myself wrong. I've done work for Toshiba Non Batteries. I taught in St. Kabir School. I have sold jewelry. I have done dramatics. I mean, street theater. I used to make myself wrong कि मैं एक जगह क्यों नहीं टिक के बैठ सकती जैसे लोग पैर बैठते हैं, जैसे लोग करते हैं. I have not counted all the things that I've done in my life. If you had more jobs than everybody else around you, then you definitely are a humanoid. Do not follow anybody but follow you guys. You get saturated because you think this is the only choice you have. Nothing is enough for you. Every way you're making yourself not enough, that's a lie. You are more than enough. Nothing enough for you, and yet you are enough. You're not choosing more, desiring more. And if you are going searching and looking for choosing more and desiring more, and you think you will be enough after you do that, sorry. You are enough no matter what. Even if you're just sitting here, you're a lazy bum doing nothing, sitting on swimming or watching Netflix or doing nothing according to this reality, you're still enough, more than enough. Everywhere you go to, should I be doing this? What do I require to do? Just recognize you are it. Everywhere you making every other making the shit greater. Will you please know you are actually greater than anything possible in your life? And everything doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it. All right, from good, bad, talk about all 100 shots, boys, proverb, basic, patience, and beyond. You're phenomenal. Only if you could allow yourself to choose what's lighter, what's fun, and not what you should. You are. You create everything more beautiful than it is just by being you. You're contributing all the time just by being you. Everywhere you go, everyone you touch, everyone you sit with, everyone you communicate with, you change their lives. Do you even know why you're here on the planet? What made you choose to be here now in times like this? Like Gary Dane always finishes his calls with one line. I don't remember exactly. What if you, the gist is, what if you are what the world is asking for? What if you are crucial to the change everyone, every molecule has asked for on the planet? You are here to create a different world easily, effortlessly, only if you choose it. It's not about doing it. It's about you are. You are the magic. So everywhere you get stuck, when you are in situation, any situation, let's take money here, where you think money is a problem and it's all about money. I have realized it's not never ever been about money. Please do read if anyone haven't read the book Money is Not a Problem, You Are. Just ask, how can I step into being more of me, more of the gift that I am, not choosing to be so far. You are the dandelion. That's our Access's logo. That's a flower which just by touch spreads. And wherever it spreads, like in Sikhism, we say that Ujad Jao. Guru Nanak said, Ujad Jao to people who were so nice and so kind and so giving and so full of themselves that it said Ujad Jao. And the people, he went to one village where people were not really very kind hearted and they're not really very generous. And he said, Basero. And his partner Mardana asked him, why did you say that? He said, because these people ujad jayenge, to kahin bhi jayenge, they will make a change in the world by just being themselves. And these people need to remain where they are because they will create nothing. So dandelion, when they talk about dandelion in Access, it reminds me of that story. You're here on a party. Get the energy of that. Was it light when I said you're here for a party? कोई आंसर भी नहीं करता यार क्या है
माइले नहीं बता देती
क्या बता देते हैं
जवाब।
sometimes you want to hear it वो है ना Posters show it. If you love me, show it.
If you're happy and you know, tap your feet.
Yeah. And what's right is true for you. You have this capacity. You have this ability to create change. You have this ability to communicate with every molecule and receive from them. Do not try to base your success on what others are choosing. What's true for me? You always know what's right and true for you. You know what's best for you because you are the source of your reality. Anybody has any question? We've so still 15 minutes to go. And even if you feel wrong and you hate feeling wrong, you are a humanoid. Human doesn't feel wrong. They feel they've done the best thing. If you do all what you are and then you still feel wrong and hate feeling wrong, and you're doing all the things that will not make you feel wrong, stop it. Don't follow anyone else. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know. Don't even try to bring harmony because till now you're unsuccessful. Tomorrow you will still be unsuccessful. If people don't want to choose harmony, you cannot gift it to them. They have to choose it. And every time you are bringing harmony, you have to judge yourself. You have to make you wrong. You're not judgeable. Stop creating a non-stop state of judgment of you. Everywhere you've been on a loop, would you be willing to destroy and uncare it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, awkward, all 100 shots, boys, provide basic questions and beyond. I'm not saying you're perfect. Nobody is. But you're not as fucked up as you think you are. And from these morning Sunday calls, if you could take just one thing that you are infinite being and you are not fucked up and you are perfect the way you are, I think I'm successful. It's an energetic universe. Even if you try to explain or if you try to cognitively describe some parts of it, it's still an energetic universe. You are an aware being and you always know what to choose next. Would you please acknowledge that? Like you know what to eat, like you know when to turn, like you know who's thinking of you, like you miss the disaster sometimes, like those people who did not take the flight on 9/11. That's an awareness, not a feeling. Your awareness is energetic. Your knowing is your awareness. like a feather touch on your cheek. The more you learn to follow it, the more you learn to allow that to be a valid source for awareness for you. And you get to navigate your life. You are capable of knowing and being. Please value that. Please acknowledge that. Please be aware of that. Please be every moment acknowledging, oh my God, I knew this. You do sometimes, oh हो मैंने ये क्यों कर दिया, मुझे पता था नहीं करना चाहिए, मुझे उसके साथ नहीं जाना चाहिए था, मुझे ये खरीदना नहीं चाहिए था, मुझे आ रहा था कि इसको नहीं खरीदना चाहिए, मैंने फिर खरीद लिया. Instead of making yourself wrong for it, pat yourself and say, oh my God, I know. I am aware being. I am not choosing to know.
Kamal, can I say something?
Can I just finish this?
Yeah.
Choosing to know and be, because we are told we are wrong from the day one. So we get so entrained and ingrained that we are wrong that we will first thing that comes up is hamari galti hogi. And everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and until it all right from good, bad, power? It's changing now, right away. No, I am never wrong. I'm never wrong. I've never been wrong and never will be wrong. I will always be in question. What else is possible? And pat myself for it that, oh my God, I knew it. And everything doesn't allow that. Destroy and unkill it. All right, wrong, good, bad, forward, all 100 shots. Boys, so bad, basis, patience, and young. Yes, please, go for it. Hi, Betty.
I love the word when you say ujudo. We fear of change. Second, we apne bola awareness. We just went to the hills na, 2-3 weeks back. So I was only one who didn't go to that site. And there were 3 people जिनको पूरा रास्ता पता था कहाँ जाना है कहाँ नहीं जाना. And we started at 12 o'clock at night. I started saying कि नहीं आप गलत जा रहे हो गलत जा रहे हो. They said no, it's a correct. My God, आप 12 किलो के बाद बोला मैंने बोला कि ये टर्न यू टर्न ले लो जल्दी से. This is a one-way traffic. हम नहीं कर सकते ये पहाड़ी एरिया आपको पता नहीं. Imagine that I kept on saying and we were at wrong side. Again उन्होंने टर्न किया 12 किलोमीटर के पीछे आई वापस पता लगा रॉन्ग है. Then they say कि अभी रास्ता हमारा जीपीएस कह रहा है कि इतने किलोमीटर है 45 minutes विल बी इन चंडीगढ़. 3 लोग कह रहे हैं and I'm saying no please गाड़ी को पीछे लेके जाओ. Just ask that guy. And again we were at the wrong side. I mean I was wondering कि what is, and on that day of course I acknowledged my awareness. I said the earth tells. You're so
Yeah,
aware.
you are aware.
जीपीएस भी बता रहा है गलत. तब भी वैसे नहीं प्लीज रिवर्स करो इसको पीछे से पूछो. जैसे आप तो शिमला के रूट पे दोबारा जा रहे हो. सो दिस इज आई मीन नाउ देयर इज नो दिस थिंग कि ये ऐसे बाय चांस हो गया जैसे हो गया.
You know it. Yeah, thank you for sharing. When the energy comes up, you do not even know what it is. You might call it, oh, ये तो इतने सारे लोग हैं, ये सच बोल रहे हैं, इनको रास्ता पता है. And you express yourself and you express that knowing within that's coming up again and again. Just because you always made yourself wrong, just because you always said, oh, मैं तो गलत हूँ,
Yeah.
rather than owning up and going forward and asking for it like Param did.
Yeah, one was attacking me. No, you don't know. I said, okay, I know, but still, please, you गलत है. It was something was really, ये access की gift है कि you started acknowledging and knowing, following your awareness. Just the earth is telling you something, like मेरे earth was not in my world at all.
Yeah.
Now जब मैं कहता हूँ कि जमीन पे पाँव रखते गाना है तो मुझे लगता है oh my God, how I'm connected. मैं नंगे पाँव चलती हूँ जैसे मतलब your body is dancing.
Yeah, that's where the choice comes in. You made a choice to voice your knowing rather than I'll let this go.
Can I say something?
Yes, please go for it.
Thank you. I'm really grateful to you and Niti ji because I came to access. मेरी छोटी पोती जो है granddaughter, she scored good marks in SSC exam and मैंने उसके साथ इतना अच्छा बिहेव किया only because of you two and access कि पहले तो मेरा बिहेव करने का तरीका अलग था, लेकिन आई यूज टू सेंड हर क्लियरिंग्स एवरी काफी दिन, मतलब पूरे साल में। एंड इसको इतना बूस्ट किया। एंड मुझे तो दो बच्चे हैं, नहीं तो कंपेयर कैसे करते हैं पता नहीं। बट आई वॉज फीलिंग कि मेरी बेटी बहुत कंपेयर करती है, बड़ी वाली बहुत होशियार है, ये नहीं है ऐसा। लेकिन शी स्कोर सच गुड मार्क्स। एंड उसको बाकी तो गिफ्ट मैंने दे दिया, लेकिन बीइंग यू चेंजिंग द वर्ल्ड ये बुक मैंने उसको दे दिया। एंड शी हैज स्टार्टेड रीडिंग। उसको अच्छा लगता है, समझता है कि नहीं ये मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन शी से ये तुम्हारा जो कुछ चलता है ना, आई रियली लाइक दैट। एंड एक बात उसको बहुत अच्छी लगती है, एवरीथिंग इज द अपोजिट ऑफ व्हाट इट अपीयर्स टू बी। एंड शी सेज दैट मेनी टाइम्स। एंड शी इज सो हैप्पी एंड आई एम हैप्पी, बिकॉज मेरा बिहेवियर का पैटर्न इन चीजों की वजह से काफी बदल गया है। ये दो चीजों ने मेरा लाइफ इतना इजी किया है। और ऑफ लाइफ कम्स टू मी विथ जॉय एंड ग्लोरी, इतनी बार बोलती हूँ। एंड इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, ये मेरा रोना कम हो गया है, दुखी होना कम हो गया है। एंड आई एम रियली एंजॉयिंग माय लाइफ नाउ। सो
How
थैंक
does
यू
it
एंड
get
लव
any better than
लव
this?
यू।
Hey, people on Insta can hear this or not? I would like to know that can you hear people talking here? I think I put this on, probably that's why they will worry. What do you say, Nipi?
No, I can hear you on Zoom. I don't know about Insta.
No, Zoom, of course, you can hear. And because you people are not loud, I have put my uh, things. Anybody can tell me, can you hear, guys? Only me or everybody else also on Insta? I'll be grateful. So thank you, Manisha. Thank you for making a different choice. That is consciousness. That is the consciousness of you making a different choice. You choosing. And have you noticed that you are different? You have. So keep acknowledging that, keep patting yourself. And when you acknowledge it, it grows. You're far more conscious than you know. And how many of you desire people to choose more consciousness, awareness, more change? If you do, get rich. They will listen to you. We listen to people who have a lot of money. You want to create change, get rich.
Yes. और कमल
Because then people want to know what you're doing when you're rich. I want to do and I want to get what you get, what you have. So please, the change and things, share with people. Don't hide. मैं
कमल
बताऊंगी नहीं मैं कैसी हूँ मैं बढ़ा चढ़ा के बताओ. It's not about being proud. It's about being changing the world. You are the money they would love to have.
yes. Even your language is money. I see at my workplace, even my driver, they say energy. Can you believe it? They talk about energy. I mean, I wonder, oh my God. And
Yeah, because you do.
yeah, I said 350 people, 3,000, 350,000 people,
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. So every day you have been avoiding talking about money, avoiding being yourself, avoiding uh, or hiding who you truly are. Would you be willing to stop that and recognize you are the change the world is requiring, the planet is requiring at this moment? And there is nothing that that you don't have any problem, and nothing is causing your problems. Only your thinking is causing your problem. If you have decided you are stuck somewhere, you are the one who's choosing it because you've decided you're stuck there. The moment you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you're coming to a conclusion, you're doing judgment, you're doing conclusion. And anything that doesn't match, that cannot come into your awareness, what to talk about coming into your life. Because you've decided that's the problem and I need to fix it. Ask, hey, do I really have a problem? Is this the problem? What's the gift in this? What have I been gifted with? What if that is not what's causing that showing up in my life? What if there is something totally different? And everything that doesn't allow that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, talk about all 100 shots, boys, provide basic patience and beyond. There was in this global foundation says, somebody saying we think. I says, yeah, that's right. That is the biggest problem. Think. When you start thinking, that's your problem. And he says, if you think, therefore you are an idiot. You think you know everything. That is the problem. If you're working in any area of your life from a particular point of view, that is exactly what's going to get created. Oh, I had this problem with my husband. Oh, I have this problem with my children. Oh, I have this problem with my plant. I was talking about telling, oh my God, I used to get such nice oranges the first year I haven't got. And Nina was right sitting next to me. You forget. She's standing next to me and says, what message are you giving to the plant? Rather than asking, hey, what would you want me to do? What do you require that I'm not willing to see? What can I do and be for you to contribute to me and for me to contribute to you? That's such a beautiful way of looking at things rather than saying, ये तो 2 साल से इसने संतरे ही नहीं दिए. आपने उसको काट के परे मारा. I keep teaching and then I do the same thing myself. So please watch what you say.
Lovely example.
Sorry?
Such beautiful example. For
Yeah, only yesterday it
such
happened to just
beautiful example for relationships.
any relationship.
For relationships also, wherever there is a little distance, little gap, you just conclude. Okay.
अब ये तो ठीक नहीं होगा और मैं कैसे ठीक कर दूं और then it keeps piling up more and more because you have decided you can do it and then the universe says okay go for it and then do we really know how to do it rather than hey what's this, what is required here, what can I do, what can I be for this to change just by getting up in the morning and change just with that thought coming in your mind and saying change. What is really causing this? What is this? What can I do about this? Can I change it? How can I change it? You can change your whole fucking life if you use these 4 questions. You can ask it for your relationship, like you said. You can ask
In
it
fact,
for your
yesterday
body.
only this happened. I was feeling a little, a cold something with somebody, and maybe somewhere I asked this question, कि क्या है ये, क्या इसके लिए कुछ करना है, and I think within seconds I received a message from that person.
Yeah. We bend, staple, fold, mutilate ourselves and cut off our arms and legs to please people and to sort out relationships and to things. उसको चूना लगा, उसके ऊपर वर्मी कंपोस्ट डाल, उसमें ये डाल, और साथ बोलती जा रही हूँ कि वो तो फल ही नहीं दे रहा. So simultaneously, you're killing the energy one from with the other, and it's you remain where you are. Everything that brought up would be willing to destroy and unkill it all, right from good, bad, awkward, all 100 shots, boys, provide basis, patience, and beyond. Okay, guys, love you all so much. I think I made
Thank
a
you.
mistake by putting these on. I thought the recording would be good, but I feel that they're you guys.
Bye bye.
Oxy doxy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have a
Bye. Thank you.
wonderful
Thank you.
time. Yes. Have a wonderful day. Be
Same.
aware,
Have a wonderful day
be
too.
conscious, and alive.
Such a
Bye
short
for
time.
now.
I picked up so much. Thank you.